Hi, how you doing there, folks? This right here is a picture of Governor David Patterson, the New York State governor. And this article says, "Time to go, Dave." Well, it is time for him to resign, and he should do it. He should not do it later. He should do it right now. He should do it today. Governor David Patterson is the worst governor this state has ever had. Okay, and I will explain why. Okay, first of all, the reason for that, and the reason for this next article. Now, this front page that I just showed you in the New York Post appeared February 26, 2010. Now, I always show articles, and I always show about what I'm talking about because just so you folks that are not familiar with what I'm talking about know that I'm not just talking about BS. That I'm just pulling out of my head that doesn't really exist. Everything I talk about, I always show an article. I would love to show links so you could actually read the article word for word, but for that I would have to go to this site that someone told me about called Bloggers, and I don't know how to do that yet. Someone's going to show me tonight. If this guy that works here happens to be here. Okay, I'm going to show you another article right here that also appeared in the New York Post. Front page, okay? It says letter of resignation. Just sign it, Dave, or get someone to forge your signature. Right here. I'll show you how it looks like. See? See, all he's got to do is make it very easy. All he's got to do is just sign right in the dotted line, and we won't have him anymore as governor. Ravage will take over. But he doesn't want to do that, folks. First of all, Governor David Patterson brought shame on himself because he had one of his top staffers go after this woman who was abused by one of his top staffers, and she wanted to file a domestic abuse complaint on him, get an order of protection. Governor Patterson had head of the state police, the head of the state police, get the state police to go after her, harass her with calls to get her to not do it. She opened up her mouth talking about what happened, and that's why that's happening. Plus, Governor Patterson has another scandal right here. I'm going to show you. Now that front page I just showed you appeared in the New York Post Friday, March 5th, 2010. Right here. Strike 3. Governor lied about $6,000 Yankee World Series tickets and raid a scam. Well, by my accounts, after 3 strikes, you're usually out. Governor David Patterson, this is your 3rd strike. How come you're not out yet? You hear us umpires telling you, get out of the game. Okay, this appeared in the front page of Thursday, March 4, 2010, Strike 3. And as you see by this big smile on my face, I'm enjoying every minute of this. Because Governor Patterson, I can't stand this guy. This guy, Governor Patterson, right here, is supposed to be a Democrat. But everything he has did, much of everything he has did since he's been the governor has been anything but a Democrat, folks. This guy's really a Republican. This guy's really a Republican, folks. If not, why is he cutting $145 million from the MTA's budget, forcing those unnecessary service cuts on us? Right here. It's all because of Governor David Patterson. You see this right here? New York City Transit Service Reductions. Okay? This book is almost a half-inch thick with bus routes being decimated, subway lines being cut, all because of Governor David Patterson. Governor David Patterson? Time to go, Dave. Now, cutting mass transit at a time when transit ridership is at its highest that it's been since the 50s is plain dumb and stupid. Mass transit saves the planet. There's billions of gallons of less gas burned every year as a result of people taking mass transit. This is the solution I would have did if I was the governor. Raise the gas tax 3 cents statewide. The transit systems that are in the area of where the money is being raised, the money will go to that system, depending on what area the money is raised. If it's raised in the Buffalo area, it goes to the NFTA, the Niagara Frontier Transportation Authority, that runs the buses and subways in the city of Buffalo, in that area. If it's raised in the Rochester area, it goes to the RTA, the Rochester Regional Transit Authority, which is there. If it's raised in Syracuse, it goes around the Syracuse area, it goes to that system. If it's raised in the 5 boroughs, it goes to New York City MTA, New York City Transit. Money raised in Long Island goes to Long Island Railroad, Long Island Bus, Suffolk County Transit, whatever area the money's raised in. That's what I would have done if I was governor. But does Governor David Patterson do that? No, because he's really a Republican, folks. He's no Democrat. Another thing Governor David Patterson did was cut aid to cities. Guess what? New York City, he wants to cut the whole 100%. The whole total shebang, folks. $4 billion. Now the city has an even worse budget deficit than they had before. So what's happening is it could possibly result in the closure of 20 FDNY engine and ladder companies, layoff for 3,800 cops from the New York City police force, layoff of 18,000 teachers, layoff of a bunch of sanitation personnel. The city will be much more dirtier. All because of Governor David Patterson. All Governor David Patterson has to do is bring more money into the state. How do you bring more money into New York State? What Governor David Patterson should do is raise taxes on people making $1 million or more. You got all these people that are the top rich. All we have to do is just raise it like this wouldn't even have to even be that much. Just for 1% would bring in lots of revenue, and there's over 60 billionaires living in New York State. And if you want to make it even good, because he's supposed to be a Democrat, he's supposed to be looking out for people that are disadvantaged. You don't raise it just 1%, raise it 3%. Use money from the remaining 2% to give people at the bottom, or people only making like around $25,000 a year, a tax decrease. Give these people end up spending less money. These are people that actually will take that money, go into the stores, and that money will go back into the economy, resulting in the people at the top actually making less, actually making much, much, much more in the long run. You see what I'm saying, eh? Alright. But another thing is, I'm also very angry at Mayor Mike Bloomberg. Mayor Bloomberg has done nothing, shown no leadership whatsoever, and is doing nothing to try to stop the MTA from making service cuts, which is absolutely ridiculous. And this is the mayor that was supposed to be for mass transit. All Mayor Mike Bloomberg cares about is for the rich. Nothing but. Mayor Mike Bloomberg is a con man, talks about affordable housing. I don't see anything affordable at all being built. All that's being built is luxury condos and apartment buildings for the rich. That's it. And he's done nothing to try to keep manufacturers here from closing plants. He wants those plants to close.